it's SickBoy from the Gaminganarchist Collective, and I'm going to do a new video because I seem to be a little bit too even-handed, sometimes for my own liking. So I'm going to do a few videos, and this is going to be 5 reasons why something sucks. My first off video is 5 reasons why Peter Molyneux sucks. Okay, there's a lot to choose from here, so I'm going to go for what I think are the big points. Number 1, he's not actually, by interest, the game developer. He started out selling floppy disks. He's an entrepreneur. And he meant to sell floppy disks back in the early 80s, and he added games on there because he thought it might boost his sales a little bit. Until he discovered that people actually were buying his disks, not for the disks, but for the actual games themselves. So he thought, there's a lot of money to be made in this games malarkey, so that's why he has an interest in video games. That is why he's in the business, because he is a money maker, not because he has love for the emergent art form. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, the only game he made himself was a sack of shit. That was a game called The Entrepreneur, came out in 1984, and he paid for widespread advertising. And it was back in the days of mail order. He created his own card. He created created it himself, advertised the living hell out of it. So massive advertising. He got 2 mail orders from it. And he said himself he suspects that one of them was his own mother. So that is fairly shitty indictment. Right, number 3. He only comes up with game concepts. He's given this massive... He's on this throne as this fantastic character in the gaming industry. He's some kind of master of game design. Bloody Lord British Tosspot even mentioned as Peter Molyneux as one of the great game designers. The man's not a game designer, okay? He came up with his first game, Entrepreneur, which was basically a text business simulator, which, granted, is what helped lead him into the whole idea of simulation games. Okay, so he has the concept of that. And he came up, he worked with the idea of games like Populous, SimCity, Theme Park. Granted, these are all things that he has put input into. He's come up with the ideas for them, but he is not a game maker. He is not an actual game designer. He is a man who comes up with a concept. And that, for me, makes him one of the most overblown windbags in the gaming industry. When it comes to production, he produces nothing. It's all well and good to have ideas. It's to take those ideas and do something with it. Okay, number 4. This is the second reason. It's all part with the last reason. He's a salesman. He's not actually a game designer. He's not a game developer. He's a salesman. So he comes up with a concept and he turns up at an expo and he just goes on and on and on about how wonderful his game's going to be. And it's going to have this and it's going to have that. It's going to be wonderful and magical and everything you ever wanted. Buy this game. And then the game comes out and you look at what's in it and you go, there's nothing that you said was in this game is in it. He's like a false advertising merchant. He just runs his mouth. He's like a snake oil salesman. Just goes on and on and on, and then you get the final product and go, this isn't what you promised. Now, his games aren't universally poor. I mean, Black and White is one of my favourite games of all time. I've had a lot of fun with the games that he was involved with at Bullfrog. I like games that he's been involved with. That doesn't mean I like him, and I like what he brings to the table. What he does, anyone else could do, except the fact that he comes out there and bullshits his consumers. We all know how he advertises, like the fabled Journey, which was a piece of shit. Despite the fact that I quite like Jim Swallow's writing, the game was terrible. And he advertised this big thing. And that fucking Project Milo thing, that was just basically a tech demo. Where's that game? Where's the magical game where you can interact with a real live boy? Fucking shit. Not everyone wanted it anyway, but he was advertising it like this was going to be something that he was going to do with the Kinect. Did he? No, because he's gone on to do his next thing. So Peter Molyneux's little concept is never going to come to fruition because now he's found a way to make a lot more money. And that's the reason 5, he fleeces his fucking customers. Since he formed 22 Cans and he brought out that game Curiosity, it has been a DLC-laden consumer rape fest. It has cost, there was 50,000 euros, I think, of DLC for that game. It's a free-to-play game, and the amount of transactions in it are just astronomical. And I understand the concept. This is the thing. Peter Molyneux has a point. The concept is interesting. A block of unknown size and depth, tap it away to chip away, find out what's inside. Okay, that in itself is a concept. This is the thing with Peter Molyneux. That's a concept. It's an interesting concept. In reality, what is it? This is what it is. This is curiosity. Until you either break the screen of your phone or iPad or just get bored and walk away. I played it for all of 10 minutes and went, okay, there's nothing to it. There is nothing in this game that is of interest. Oh, do I want to buy these different ways that I can detonate these blocks? And here's the thing he's done now, just to make it this thing. And he's claiming it's a concept because he's an ideas man and he's not a doer. He has decided that people can now use DLC to buy back and reset the blocks that other people have taken away. And he said it's like a whole war of attrition. No, what you're doing is keeping people paying for this piece of shit game. It is a cow clicker. It's Farmville. This 22 cans are nothing more than Zynga. And yet all of a sudden people, oh, what a fucking amazing concept. Look, you can just click on the block. Click and look, watch the blocks go away. That's not a game. There's no strategy, there's no skill. It's just a concept to rip off his customers. So there we go. Those are 5 reasons why Peter Molyneux sucks. He can fuck off. Right. Thanks for watching this, guys. It's been a relatively short one for me. And anyway, I'll catch you guys later.